That's a great question, and it's a realistic question, and the easy answer is it's all in the negotiation. You, as the producer, can ask for anything you want, anything at all, and I, as the publisher, can absolutely not give you anything at all. And someplace we meet in the middle. What usually happens in a situation like that is, if it's that important to you to keep that copyright somewhat separate from the rest of the world so it can identify your TV show, then the publisher will come up with a dollar amount that will reflect that risk, because in essence you're asking them to take it off the market. In other words, you get to make money with this copyright, and by the way, I don't want you to make money with it until I decide if it's going to work for my show. So you have to compensate them, so to speak, and all of that sort of enters into it. And especially in the world of advertising, a lot of times one of the first things a retail client will want to know when they're looking at a song as a possible commercial campaign is, what's the ad history on it? What are the last 5 clients that used it in the last 5 years? I always find that a little bit funny because, I don't think the American public has that much memory, but then again, if it's a great campaign, it definitely sticks in your head, and I see the value of asking that question. And then in the world of advertising, for instance, I can say, well, all right, I'm going to license that song from you when I sell blue jeans, so I'm going to pay you this fee, and incumbent in those rights, you're going to not license it to any other jeans companies for a year. So that's how you work it out, so that 2 jean companies don't come out with a commercial with the same song in the same week. So there are ways to do that. And also there are very wonderful monetary gains for the publisher of that copyright. If you get a hit TV show and it's playing on 26 episodes, and then you get picked up for a few more seasons, and away you go. And that generates performance income, performance royalties that get collected by ASCAP and BMI, and will make the publisher and the writer very happy. So, it's not like it's all one-sided. The publisher and the copyright holder have something to gain as well, but definitely you have to, and that's a really good question to ask as well, because you have to think ahead like that. What if, God forbid, you have a hit series, which doesn't happen often but could? You want to be prepared for that. So there are all kinds of things, but it's all in the negotiation. It's all out on the table. It's usually something you will ask for because there's a lot at stake with these commercials. Obviously, you have usually a very finite window. I mean, there are commercials sort of like, say, the Target ones, where you have lots of product and the spot's really more about branding that store. But then there are other, usually more common is that there's this particular product you're pushing. So there's a lot at stake, and you want to kind of make sure that you have your own identity for that 4 or 5 week window that you're going to be inundating the TV with your commercial spot. And to some extent, that actual thinking kind of comes into play too with regular song uses just in the context of a program. If it's a really important use and it's a really powerful film, it might be somewhat forever wedded to the one to the other for some time to come. And, you want to take that into consideration as well. It might color the way people view the song. It doesn't happen a lot in a bad way, but it can. Usually it's in a good way.